Nipsey starts the conversation like this. First, I want to clear up that I was not sacrificed or assassinated because of Dr. Sebi's documentary project. I did get slight warnings from industry friends to be careful. But everyone that knows me knows I'm a revolutionary. I didn't care about consequences when it came to freeing my people. Welcome to another Dynasty reading. My name is Te The Seer. This is your first time on our channel. We appreciate you coming by and becoming a part of the Dynasty tribe. If you're already a part of the Dynasty tribe, we appreciate you tapping in again with our content. If you're new, welcome home. Feel free to look around and check out any content or videos that may resonate with you. If we make the kind of content that does resonate with you, feel free to like and subscribe. Today, we have a powerful new style of reading, which is what I'm calling channeling. The reason why is because it was a request of both Nipsey and Dr. Sebi to have a conversation of theirs recorded and to put out as a reading into the media sphere. I made that word up, the media sphere. So that being said, this is Dr. Sebi and Nipsey having an intricate conversation about their lives, about their perspectives on their lives, about their perspectives on their dreams, the things that they wanted to accomplish, the things that they think that their legacy is going to accomplish. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to let you know when Nipsey speaks. I'm going to let you know when Dr. Sebi is speaking. If you don't know, if you're new to this channel, when I'm tapped into the Ancestral Realm, what I do is take notes so that I'm sure to be a pure vessel so that I don't add or take away anything from what the ancestors are trying to convey. And so that's exactly what we're doing here. So again, I'm going to let you know when Nipsey is speaking. I'm going to let you know when Dr. Sebi is speaking. Nipsey starts the conversation like this. First, I want to clear up that I was not sacrificed or assassinated because of Dr. Sebi's documentary project. I did get slight warnings from industry friends to be careful. But everyone that knows me knows I'm a revolutionary. I didn't care about consequences when it came to freeing my people. I was assassinated for political reasons in which for the most part I cannot disclose. But Dr. Sebi was not the reason. Dr. Sebi speaks. As a matter of fact, my business partners had such a grand conspiracy against me in my latter days that the medical and legal industry didn't see me as a threat after my death. Nipsey. So I wanted to clear that up. I also want to thank Nick Cannon for attempting to step in on my behalf. The issue, in my opinion, with how Nick approached the story was that it became too broad of a storyline, trying to capture more of Dr. Sebi's life. I was more focused on the case in the 1980s versus the United States. Trying to get into the weeds of his life story was going to be challenging because of his 80 years of life to cover, with extended families included, etc. Dr. Sebi. I told my mama when I get here in the Ancestral Realm, I said, Mama, I did everything you asked me and you taught me, except keep my first woman. That was my only biggest mistake. I love my children, of course, and I appreciate their mamas for the most part. But I should have listened to my mama. Men, listen to your mama. Mama knows best, as he laughs. Nipsey speaks. Dr. Sebi, we talk all the time, but I wanted to ask, do you think the decision of multiple women tainted your legacy in any way? Dr. Sebi speaks. Well, I never worried about making a legacy. I wanted to give our people what was rightfully theirs, and that was the healing of the earth and the herb in the bush. I feel bad about bringing children into such a mess, but that's human life. We live and we learn. I forgive myself. There's no need in holding on to what we can't change. Nipsey speaks. Would you recommend that men do something different than what you decided as it relates to women? Dr. Sebi speaks. Well, I mean, some men succeeded at that lifestyle. It just turned out to be too much for me. It's hard to emotionally please so many women at once, not to mention daughters. So if someone asks me what I recommend, I would say, enjoy your youth and try to find one woman you can love and stick with, because the trail of broken hearts leads to a broken heart and an empty life. But I wouldn't tell a man that the poly lifestyle doesn't work. Dr. Sebi speaks again. How about you, Nip? Nipsey speaks. Well, having a solid woman in your corner is definitely a necessity, in my opinion, when you're trying to build something substantial. Like you said, it's not easy trying to meet the emotional needs of so many women. because in most cases, you're going to fall short. Even if you have the money and or the physical prowess to meet monetary and intimate needs, having that one in your corner, I would say, is the most practical decision, I would say. Dr. Sebi speaks. I have another question. What was your mama like? Did she have an impact or influence on how you chose your women? Nipsey speaks. Yeah, my mother's a very spiritual woman. I tended to gravitate or attract women with that quality, and I know that that came from her and my grandmother as well. He says, I've had women with similar names and birthdays as my grandmother, so I know her energy was on me and had a lot to do with how women connected to me. At this point, Nipsey needed to take a break, and we came back for part 2. Sebi speaks. What was or are your grand plans for your marathon brand and music? Nipsey speaks. My plan was to create a new business model in the retail space through technology and innovation. We were ahead of our time with contentware. People not having to depend on these traditional platforms to reach my music or any other content me and my team would release. My whole model was all about cutting out the middleman and creating the internal pipeline with a new innovative way to distribute content as well as merchandise. My goal was to be as big as Snoop one day and have a Disney effect in the market, owning IP and licensing the IP to retail outlets where it made sense from a content perspective. But merch IP was to be controlled 100%, just like Disney. If you bought Disney merch, it got to the point where you had to go to the Disney store to purchase it. My plan was to have a presence in the marketplace that rivals and competes with that level. We knew that tokenization was coming, so it was just a matter of time before we took over and as a blueprint and an innovative business model in our version of Disney, which was hip hop. Hip hop is the new Disney, but no one had yet to monopolize the IP like Disney did. I was going to do that. That's why I called it the marathon, because the vision was and is that serious and massive. We hadn't even tapped the tip of the iceberg of the ideas that were and are in my head and spirit. Nipsey speaks again. How about you, Doc? What was your long-term goal and plans for the Wellness Center? Dr. Sebi speaks. Well, I had big plans, but my last 2 families, well, never mind that. I wanted to heal the world. If I could have, I would have done it for free, because it was never about the money for me. It was about making my mama and grandmama proud by sharing with the world what they taught me from a very young age as a little boy. No plans for a Disney, but I made plans to have centers on every warm climate continent. South of North America, we were already in South America, Africa, Pacific, Asia. I was even thinking about Hawaii. Yeah, man. I wanted to help heal the world, and I was going to train other healers so that they could participate in this vision. So my main goal was to heal the world. I never cared about the money. Of course, I had bills and had to pay for business operations, but it was all about healing for me, nothing more or less. Nipsey speaks. That's dope, OG, as he laughs. Do you think your legacy will carry out the vision you had while you were on tour, aka on the earth? Dr. Sebi speaks. You never know. I'm comfortable with them doing things in a way that is best for them and the upcoming generation. We didn't have all the technology they have now. If I had that, I wouldn't have needed to deal with investor partners and lawyers. I could have went direct to consumer and built everything myself. So they don't have to live up to my dreams as long as they dream big and feed the people as a family. How about you, Nip? You think that your babies will do music? Nipsey speaks. I don't know. It's yet to be seen. They do come from talented people. My daughter's mother can sing and my son's mom can act. So we'll see. I really just want them to do what's in their hearts and be revolutionary in their approach. Serve our people and make us all proud because they tried. Even if they don't succeed or achieve what I did. As long as they're willing to give it their all, I'm good with that. I never really had plans for what they would do. I just wanted to be prepared for whatever they need and want. Dr. Sebi speaks. That's right. So that was the channel conversation between Dr. Sebi and Nipsey Hussle. I thought it was a powerful insight and a powerful conversation between them two. I'm a clairvoyant, prophetic, and also I'm an ancestral medium. If you need a reading, if you need to tap in with your ancestors, or if you just need insight for your love life, business, money, career, I do service and give readings. I do not use tarot, but I am a seer. I was born with the gift of spiritual sight. So I do have the ability to connect and to get the downloads that you need in order to have the insight you need in order to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Also, we have courses that are coming soon. We have Mastering Manifestation courses, and we also have How to Connect or Reconnect with Your Ancestor courses coming soon. So watch out for that. I appreciate everybody tapping in. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Dynasty Tribe. If you are already a part of the Dynasty Tribe, we appreciate you. I'm going to see you on the next reading. Until next time, keep ascending.